the next installment, the next major sort of super event in the MCU is reportedly going to be Secret Wars, which of course is the classic 80s mega crossover. And
the crossover.
Marvel wants to bring back the Russo brothers to helmet. That is a nerdgasm for me because they've been behind some of, the best that the MCU has had to offer and would be the sort of best way to get things back on track in the MCU, which, as you know, the best days of the MCU are behind them. But if they can maybe try and capture some Russo magic again, I think that's really the only play they got. But Secret Wars in the MCU, nerdgasm, no-gasm, Mark.
God, man, this is hard. Buy or sell? I don't know. It sounds fine. It's not very exciting for me.
Now, why is that?
I'm sorry. So I finally read Secret Wars. I got to read it recently, within the past year, and it was okay. It wasn't great. And I understand this was like, I guess the first kickoff to all crossover events, and where it then became like every year there was major crossover events, and Marvel sold a lot of toys off of it. Sure,
no, dude, no doubt about it. Like those Secret Wars toys, absolutely.
Yeah, which is cool. But the story in itself was just kind of like, okay, it's fine. Let's just throw everyone, and then they got a battle, and throw Denver in there too. Like, why not? Yeah, do I think the Russo brothers could do something cool? Sure. Why not?
It's funny that I think you're going no-gasm. Just have the balls to say it.
But then I'm gonna watch it, and I'm probably gonna like it because I like things that I see.
Wow, that's a statement. That is definitely.
I'm giving it a nerdgasm. Why not? Let's put on just more content. The more superhero content on film, I'm always in.
God, I'm regretting this.
I haven't hit my saturation point yet.
Yeah, well,
maybe this will do it though after I see it.
I definitely have. Spoiler alert! I'm sure to all the listeners out there. I most assuredly have. However, this does hold sort of a special place in my heart, not just for the comic itself, but yes, for the toys, for the iconic imagery, Spider-Man in the symbiote costume, at a Big Wow Comic Fest in San Jose several years back, met Mike Zeck, who did the artwork for that, and, got to chat with him about it, bought some prints from Secret Wars. It stands out to me as one of those touchstone sort of things of Marvel. And it is, like you said, I think you called it the crossover. It really is in a lot of ways. So yeah, it's getting a nerdgasm for me. I very well could not pan out, but with the best dice you have to roll, Marvel, is with the Russo brothers, because they've given you some of your best movies. And if you want to get things back on track and get away from the drivel that is Loki and Falcon and the Winter Soldier and that abysmal Black Widow movie, you bring back the Russo brothers and you make it right, and you go back to formula, so to speak. So,
and release it in theaters.
Yeah, and maybe not, and maybe we don't stream it also the same day, so you don't get sued by your star. But that's a discussion for another time. That's not nerdgasm or no-gasm, as it were. But shout out Scarlett Johansson. You're doing the Lord's work, and I support you in your endeavors. Because screw Marvel.
Yeah, Black Suit Spider-Man's cool. I didn't realize that was originally started in Secret Wars till I read it. And I wasn't a fan of how it came around. It was very much just like, hey, I need a new suit. Done.
All right, man. Well,
like animated series. No, Meteorite, Jonah, the Space Shuttle. Sure. I loved it. That's what I thought it was, like, forever, because I never read it.
Well, Mark, we grew up in the golden age of animated comic properties. There's no doubt about it there. I mean, between Batman, X-Men, and Spider-Man, it was the best. You could throw Superman and the Tick in there too. Yeah, absolutely. Love the Tick.